I'm back. Hope you guys are here. Hope you guys are back too. Hopefully the internet issues have been fixed. That's what I've been doing. I realized that I was on data only, which makes so much sense. Why is this here? I'm trying to go. Where's the new live? I'm back. I've got this here so we can chat. I'm back. Come back. I'm back. As you're entering into the chat, make sure you do your girl a solid and hit that like button and let everyone know that we're back. Okay, we had some, technical difficulties, but I think I resolved it. And it's looking like the stream is smooth now. For some reason, I had my Wi-Fi turned off. So I had my Wi-Fi turned off. And so it was basically trying to run the live on data. And, as much money as I pay T-Mobile, let me stop playing. Yeah, so we've got it. I think we've got it. I hope you guys can see me. Let me know in the chat if you can see me, if you can hear me, if the stream is working. Okay, let me know in the chat. I'm like trying to fix stuff on the background. Forgive me. I can't help myself. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Genevieve says she can hear me. If you can hear me, let your girl know. Give me a thumbs up, okay? You can hear me. You can see me. Make sure to hit that like button, okay? That lets everybody know that we're back. It pushes the stream to more people. All right. Special thanks, okay? High five to those who have already hit the like button. I appreciate your girl. I don't know what it looks like on the phone because I'm looking at you guys from my iPad. But on my iPad, you can literally hit the like buttons right next to the chat. But you may need to come out of the chat, hit the like button, and come back. It lets everybody know that we're back on. Hey, Genevieve. Hey, the Supreme. Marcella. Yes, your girl. I don't know. I was trying to stream on cellular data. That was not smart. Hey, D'Angela, Cassandra, Sarah, Michelle. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the stream. As I was saying as the title says, this is going to be a get to know me / live Q&A because I realized, like I was saying, that we hit 100K and there's so many new faces. My very first video here on this channel was a get to know me. So I figured we were due for a new, an updated get to know me, I don't think that video is still live, but it may be. So if you want to see what Chi a decade ago was looking like, you can go check it out after this live. But I thought I would just, sort of like reintroduce myself, and then we would make it interactive. So if you guys had any questions for me, you could chat. I love to kiki with you guys, and I have been loving doing the live chats with you guys, the premieres with you guys. So I thought, why not plan a full entire live? Okay. Hey, everyone who joined. Fat, Fierce, and Over 50. Elizabeth, yes. What a fierce name. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Michelle. So, yes, this is going to be an interactive Q&A. I'm going to answer some of the Q&A questions. If I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at the comments on my iPad because your girl couldn't do this looking at the phone. And so this really is helping me out. So yeah, if you have any questions, definitely drop them in the chat. I'll answer some of the Q&A questions. We'll kiki, we'll, chill. I hope you guys had a great Sunday. I hope you got some rest. Okay, to prepare you for the week ahead. Let me see. Not gremlins. Who said gremlins? Help you. You help me out so much. Oh, Michelle, it's so sorry if I'm looking now, y'all. Y'all, it's so it's my absolute pleasure to create content that you guys find useful, to answer questions that I wish somebody had answered for me, to share my tips, my tricks. Like, I love to do that. That's why I started this channel, and that's what I continue and will continue to do. So, this is a completely, I don't want to say safe space, but if you have any questions at all, feel free to ask them. No question is stupid. And then, of course, I'm going to go into the chat. So yeah, let me know in the comments, how your Sunday was. Did it go great? Again, when you engage with the live by commenting and when you hit that like button, it really does help push the stream out to more of the community. And I really want as many of y'all to be on the chat with me today as possible. Okay, so Moyo says that her fashion sense has improved since she started following me. We love to hear it. Okay, because all babes, all babes should be fierce and fabulous regardless of size or even budget. Like, you could be fierce and fabulous at any budget, in my opinion, and at any size. Don't let nobody tell you different, okay? Marcella says she doesn't feel comfortable wearing pants or dresses. If I'm going to be reading the comments out, so I hope that's okay. Sis, I mean, unless, let me give some tough love when it comes to body parts, right? Unless you're planning on spending a lot of money and risking your health to get a butt, okay, I would just rock what you have, like, butt, no butt. For example, like, people always think, women with pear shapes and women with a lot of curves are lucky, but it is actually really difficult, and I hate to say it from like a privileged place because I'm not even the curviest, but it's actually really difficult sometimes when you have those kind of crazy proportions, right? Because you can never find a jumpsuit that fits right off the rack. Until places like Fashion Nova started making jeans, you could never find jeans that would fit your waist and your butt and hips. You can never find a dress if your sizes are extreme like that. You can never find a dress that will fit your hips and your upper body. Shirts, even sometimes you gotta size up, and then your upper half is like swimming in it, and then it's tight around your hips. So there's pros and cons, okay? Like, for me, I just did a video on shorts, right? During the summertime, I used to be low-key jealous of girls with no butts, because to me it was so much easier for them to find things like shorts. Those things are cut more for straighter shapes, for flatter butts. And let me be honest, like, most of the clothes that are being made, until recently, were not made for, proportions that most African American women have, which is the curvier hips, the rounder butts. You always have to like size up. And some people even have to get things tailored in order for it to fit right. Like Kim Kardashian, whether we hate her or love her, she got brands thinking about curvy women that weren't thinking about us before. Okay? So like I said, you gotta rock what you got, sis. All right, let's see. My body measurements are actually in the description of all of my videos. I think my hips are about like a 53. My waist, the last time I measured myself was probably like a 39. It's probably more like a 42 now. My bust was like around a 49 the last time I measured myself. Maybe the difference is about 2 or 3 inches because I had gotten a little bit thicker. But my body measurement, my height, all of that stuff is in the description box. I haven't weighed myself in a long time, so I don't know exactly how much I weigh, but I know I'm around the 260-ish, range. Okay? Sunday is busy. Okay, so Marcella said Sunday was busy. Laundry. You know what? It's good to take that time to, reset for the week. Do your laundry, tidy up your house, like do all those things. Like, I really need to reset. I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow. But like, I can't, when the space gets a little too crazy, I can't deal. Okay. Thanks, Chi-Chi, for tips on curvy body types. Yeah, thanks, Miss ID 708. Michelle says it's okay to love your insecurities. Um, Venetia says, I've been getting so many compliments after using your many tips and tricks. I love to hear it, sis. Um, where do I, Moyo says, where do I buy shapewear and undergarments? Let's see. Okay. So when it comes to shapewear and undergarments, I have like a few favorites. Like I really love the Flexies brand. Honestly, I don't be buying shapewear like that. Like I've learned to dress myself. If I'm being honest, I don't buy shapewear like that because I don't wear shapewear like that. I have learned to dress myself in a way that really does not require me to wear shapewear like that. Because I like the older I get, the more I just want to be comfortable, right? And you can't. And I worked really hard to make sure that my wardrobe was equally comfortable and stylish. Right now, I'm actually working on footwear because, like after this pandemic we had, I don't even want to wear high heels. Like high stiletto type heels, I don't even want to be wearing them no more. So I'm in the process of actually like looking around to find shoes that I feel are complement my outfits, but still are somewhat more comfortable. The older I get, the more I want to be comfortable. But my favorite shapewear is from Flexies, and that's really the only one I can think of right off the top of my head that I loved. I had a pair from Forever 21 that I bought a decade, like years ago, that I wore to the ground. And of course, Forever 21 never made that shapewear again, and I really regret not have bought like multiples of it, because it really helped for my problem area, which is like my fupa, and my hip dip. So it really helped to like really what's the word? It really helped to snatch that area on my body. And I honestly wish I had bought like a size up extra. But my favorite right now is going to be the Flexies brand. And I actually have a post on my Like to Know It where I link all of the shapewears that I recommend based on your different body. Because I really think that it's not a one size fit all for shapers, right? Because everybody's body is different and different shapers target different things. So I think that if you're someone who wears shapers a lot, or, it's just a part of your regular wardrobe, that you should have, different types of shapers. Like I have brief shapers, I have short shapers, I have full body shapers, but my favorite is the full body Flexies, and it is linked on my Like to Know It. And if you want to check out my Like to Know It, underneath every single video, including this one, there's a link that says either shop my outfit or shop my looks, and you have to make sure to have the app. You need to have the app, because when you have the app, you can see my collections, which is basically like a highlight, and I have a foundation collection. When you click that, it's going to show you all of my favorite underwear, shapers. I also have one for bras. It's going to show you my favorite strapless bras, my favorite t-shirt bras, all of the bras. Okay, I because I get these questions so often that I actually created a dedicated space for them, so you can always go back and reference it at any time. Okay, so let's see. I've been getting so many compliments after using my many. My Sunday's going great. Hey boo. Hey Art. Okay, I'm gonna spell some of y'all's names. I don't want to ruin it. She says I'm Belinda. Hey Belinda. I'm so glad your Sunday is going great. I love your shirt. You like this shirt? Y'all, this is an oversized t-shirt from H&M. This is like definitely one of my top essentials for this spring and summer season. I have this one. I have one that's cotton. This is the cotton one. I also have one in linen, and I currently have like 2 more in my cart right now. If you haven't seen my outfits video, my outfits of the week video, I also got a similar shirt in pink, and I've been loving these overshirts. And H&M right now has like basically like sets. They're not like, what I hate about H&M, like they'll produce things, but they won't link them. But I actually have 2 sets in my cart, in black and in green, where you get like an oversized shirt like this, and then you get the matching linen pants. I know I'm gonna live in it. Why did I even tell y'all about it? Like, I need to go check out before it sells out, okay? I know I'm going to live in them because I love me some two-piece sets. And I know it's going to be chef's kiss. Okay, so yeah, these oversized shirts, I will try and link all of these things that we're talking about in the video after the video. So after we're done with the live, if you give me till tomorrow, let me be honest, because I have some things to do once I jump off this live. I will have this linked. I will have the sets link. I will even have the bras link, the shapers link, everything linked in the description of this video. Also, it takes, sometimes, last time it took YouTube like a whole day before it processed the live and put it up. So it's probably going to be till tomorrow before you guys can watch the live on, on my channel. Let's see. I'm on Shape as your model friend. I found that structured men's shirt button downs work for my wife's torso. Then I have it tailored waist, wide torso. Hello, beauties. Hey, Meditra. D'Angela says, do I have a video on my skincare routine? If you check my like to know it, I have videos on my skincare routine, my favorite products, etc., etc. I also share more stuff like that on Instagram. So if you're interested in like my makeup, my skin, although I have had a recent makeup video here on YouTube. But if you're looking for all that type of content, my blog is one place that I've been sharing a lot more skincare stuff. And then my like to know it is where I link everything. So if you're interested in my skincare routine, it's going to be on those platforms, LTK and my blog. And everything is always linked in the description of the videos. Let's see. Okay, so many good questions. I'm looking down. Miss ID 708, she says, have I tried Shaper Mint camis? No, I have not. Like I said, I don't buy a lot of shapewear. I have tried Shaper Mint, and from what I tried of Shaper Mint, it wasn't for me. That's what I'll say. It wasn't for me. But no, I have not tried their camis. April Green says she has bigger arms and she normally wears three-quarter sleeve shirts and she's looking for some tips. April, I have had an arm video planned for over a year. I will definitely film it soon. The thing about these tips videos is that I really spend a lot of time and effort in putting together these tip videos, right? And I feel like I'm giving a lot of value, but then when I post them, the people who watch them, they love them, they thank me, they're appreciative of it. But then I just feel like those videos sometimes don't get the same kind of traction as a haul. So for me, it tells me that maybe you guys don't care about those type of tip videos, right? And which is crazy to me because this is why people pay, stylists like hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars for these type of tips. And I'm giving it out for free. I kind of go back and forth because as much as this is my channel, it also matters to me that I'm creating content that people want to see, okay? But what I will do is, like I said, that's why I kind of created the outfits of the week video, because in those videos I can share an outfit, which a lot of people love to see. I can share my new finds, again, for the people who love my hauls, and then I can also share my tips for the people who are learning to dress their bodies. So I really think if you have not seen my latest outfits of the week video, definitely check it out, because I think that video will it's going to be a great place for me to merge all the things that you guys love into one. Also my vlogs as well. Vlogs are coming back, okay? And I'm going to need y'all who rock with me by day ones, okay? To really support these vlogs. They're coming back. I can talk a little bit more why I decided, to start bringing vlogs back, but they are coming back because I really want a place where I can share all of the things that I love. Not just, I love fashion, but in vlogs I can talk about beauty. In vlogs I can talk about home decor. In vlogs I can bring you guys along when we go on trips. You know, in blogs, I can show you some behind the scenes influencer life. I just want my content to have to be not so boxed in, if that makes any sense. Let's see. Okay. Venetia said, what inspired me to create my channel? What inspired me to create my channel was I wanted to support women the way that I felt the plus size community supported me. Fun, just a little behind the scenes about me. I spent most of my life up till like I would say 25, you know, being very, very insecure and self-conscious. I've always been a curvier girl, and I've always been tall. So I was tall, I was curvy, and all I wanted to be was, you know, 5'1" and a size 2. And because I wanted that so much, and because I wasn't that, I just always felt insecure, and I was never confident in my interests and my passions. It even affected my relationships. And so when I found the plus size community, it really transformed my life personally, because it helped me to find my confidence, because I saw women who looked just like me, women who were even bigger than me, who were living their best lives, okay? They were rocking their cellulite, their stretch marks, their bellies, proudly and confident. They had spouses, you know, they had followings. And I was like, if these women are making this kind of impact in the world, then why am I hiding myself? You know, why am I not really giving the world my full potential because I'm not a certain size or I don't look a certain way? And it transformed my thinking. And for me, doing the stuff that I do is so much more than fashion. It's so much more than tips for me. It's about it's about helping women tap into their full potential because they're confident, because they're comfortable. You know, like, wow, if women would let go of their insecurities and really like tap into their greatness, do you know what the world would look like? You know, I just want to be a part of that. I get so passionate about this. Like, it brings tears to my eyes, because I know how much my life has changed just from, you know, letting go of all those things people's opinions that was holding me down, you know? If I become a size 2, which I don't even know if it's physically possible one day, okay, even if I'm not that, I will still show up as myself. I will still, you know, give the world what I was placed on this earth to give. And so that's why I do what I do. You know, sometimes clothing at one point in my life was kind of like armor for me. Like, you know, there's that thing where Rihanna's like, she can beat me, but she can never beat my outfit. And that's the mindset I had at one time. Because I was like, you know, y'all said because I was big, I couldn't be stylish. Yes, I can. Y'all said because I was big, you know, I couldn't find, but I did. You know, let's not get into that. But you know what? I just feel like women hold themselves back way too much because of their physical appearance. And I'm here to bust those myths, okay? All right. I can talk about this for hours. So let's move on. Okay, so all right, I didn't answer April's question. So one of my biggest tips for those of you, she asked about the bigger arms. One of my biggest tips for when you have bigger arms is actually to go for statement sleeves, okay? So if you notice, I wear a lot of shirts with like dramatic puff sleeves, and the trick for me is, because I have that little, you know, that little piece of fat back here, for me, I always go for shirts that have those puff sleeves, but that come a little bit, you know, they come about, you know, quarter sleeve on me. So oversized sleeves, puff sleeves, statement sleeves, for me, that is the biggest trick, right? It's kind of like you're playing with proportions. If your sleeve is really big, it automatically makes your arms look a lot smaller. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in that video, because I'll be able to show you, illustrate what I mean a lot better. All right, so let's see. All right, so Belinda asks, "What's my favorite perfume scent?" My favorite perfume scent, oh y'all, right now is gonna be YSL Mon Paris. Let me try and start sound all fancy, Mon Paris. Anyway, that's my favorite scent right now. I also really like the Aventus for her dupe. Okay, I think it's called Aventus. It's Aventus. The Creed Aventus. There's a dupe that Dossier made, and I really like that. Those are the two perfumes that I've been wearing back to back. Now, I also, my holy grail, will always love smell is going to be Flower Bomb by Victor and Rolf. I just think like a lot of people, I feel like when I first loved it, it was a lot less mainstream, and now it's a lot more mainstream. But those are my top three right off the top of my head. Let's see. Venicia said, "Have I always had a great fashion sense?" I've always been interested in fashion. I don't know if I've always had a great fashion sense, because I have to say, like, in my teens, I was, first of all, we didn't even have, oh my God, my foot went to sleep. Lord. Whew. Okay. In my teens, like, we didn't really have, like, as a bigger girl, like, I didn't have the opportunity to have a great fashion sense, because I just took whatever would fit me, okay? But I would say when I turned 16, around that age is when I got probably fit. I think, okay, so here's how it happened. I was always a curvy teen, and I could never find cute clothes that I liked. And then so I was like, I loved art. I was like, okay, I want to be a fashion designer, because I want to make clothes for girls who can't find clothes to wear that are cute, right? And I got really heavy into high fashion. I used to watch runway shows. I have a whole blurb on my blog when I talk about like how I got into fashion. And so I would say my fashion sense was kind of okay, but I really didn't take it to the level it's at until I hit like my mid-20s. And the main reason why I got into fashion was because I wanted to feel confident. I couldn't do, I was the size that I was, and I wanted to feel confident in the size that I was. So I started learning about dressing myself better, and that's how I really got into it. I read a lot, wrote a lot. I've been in this industry for a decade. And so I tried a lot of different things on my body, and that's how I really got my fashion sense. People always ask, oh my God, everything, one of the biggest compliments I get is how everything always looks good on me, and everything, that I wear seems to be flattering on me. And that's from just years and years of practicing. That's from years of trying things out, making mistakes, learning, and making better choices. I feel like sometimes we take fashion too seriously. Like, it's okay. It's okay to try a trend one. It's okay to go out, get out of your comfort zone just a little bit. Try it. See how you feel. If you hate it, don't do it again. But like, sometimes it's just okay to try things, a little bit. Just step out just a little bit. And I promise you, like, everybody's so scared about what other people will think about them. Nobody thinks about anybody else more than they think about themselves. That is a fact. And if anybody does, it's because they're projecting. So, let's see. Fat Fierce and over 50 sis, you got a comment. Drop. Sometimes I'm like, are people? How many people are actually watching my videos? Like, am I actually making these videos for people? I see the views, but sometimes I just wonder, like, how many people are really paying attention, or really watching, or really getting value. So it really does help me when you leave comments, when you like, the videos. There's 46 people on this stream right now. We only got 36 likes. If you're on the stream, go ahead and hit that like button. Like I said, it shares the stream to more people. I really want to, capture as many of us that are online right now, because I want to, get that FaceTime with y'all. So support your girl. Hit that like button, and always leave comments, okay? It really helps me to know what you guys are loving. in addition to the liking. And it actually helps our community because the more you guys engage, the more YouTube shares it, the more we grow. Okay? All right, let's see. I'm so glad that you embraced your greatness and share it with others. Thanks, Erica. um, let's see. Venicia says you're giving so much. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Ty So Fly says, I'm trying to lose 20, 30 pounds by September, but I thank you for a chance for giving me confidence to dress beautifully for my body now. Oh, hey, Jordan. Welcome, 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 welcome. All right, let me let you know when we get that clothing line out. I promise y'all will be the first to know. Okay, so I love what Ty So Fly says. There's absolutely nothing wrong with trying to lose weight. There's absolutely nothing wrong with putting your health first. I never want to say don't put your health first. I never want to preach that. But I also believe that part of self-care is also appreciating the body that you currently have. Those stretch marks, those saddlebags, that muffin top, whatever it is that you're currently rocking, it woke you up this morning. It allows you to function in your life. If you have kids, it allows you to take care of your kids. If you have a job, it allows you to work your job. If you have a business, so, there's absolutely nothing wrong with dressing the body you currently have. Okay? If you're planning on losing weight, maybe don't buy a whole brand new closet. Maybe wait till when you've lost the weight you want to lose. But of course, make sure that you are investing in the basics so you can show up in the world looking the best that you possibly can. All right. Love you guys so much. I'm loving all these questions, y'all. So if you just popped in, I see there's some new faces that popped in. Definitely leave the questions. We got about like 15-ish minutes before I have to head out. Definitely leave your questions. But let me go ahead and get into these Q&A questions, okay, that I actually pulled. Okay, so the first question says, please tell us where you were born. I'm reading my Q&A questions from here. And I was actually born in Nigeria. So I am Nigerian for those who do not know. I'm a Niger girl, okay? And if you know me in real life, you know that my accent goes back and forth. Like I'll sound like this, and then in 2 seconds, I'll switch to my Nigerian accent. And then when I'm feeling froggy, I'll, switch it to the Queen's English, of course, because you cannot be American. You cannot be, you cannot be be colonized and not have your British accent on point. Okay, that was horrible, but you get my point. So I'm actually a Nigerian. That's where I was born. And then the next question says, I already answered it. It says, where were you born and are you proud of it? I am proudly Nigerian. If you know me, like I said, I'm a Niger girl for life. I don't want to say my city, I rep my nation, okay? I eat the food, I wear the clothes, and it's just a part of who I am. I actually think I'm Nigerian first. I came here when I was like 5 at first, and then I came back again. I was here for elementary school and middle school, and then I went back for high school, and I came back for college. And in everything, I definitely say I am definitely a Nigerian girl. True and true. It says, share your favorite subject in high school. I kind of already touched on this, but I loved art. I love art. I took art all through high school. I wanted to be a fashion designer. My mama said no. If your parents are immigrants, you already know, okay, you have to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer. Those are the only 3 careers that you're allowed to do. And so I actually went to school, and I was supposed to go to medical school or pharmacy school. I actually have a degree in biology, so I did all of that because my mama said I had to. Okay. And what else does it say here? It says, what did you want to do when you grew up? I kind of touched on that already. Let's see if there are any new questions. Venicia says, do you work outside of content creation? So actually, no, I do not. I am a full-time content creator. That is what I do now. I've been doing this since 2019. Like I said, my background is actually in education. So after I got that biology degree, I had my son and I realized that I didn't want to go to med school, and by that time I was grown enough to be like, I'm not going to med school. I don't like this enough. I don't want to do this. And so one of my friends actually put me towards education. They were like, Chichi, you would make a great teacher. And so I actually taught high school science. And those of you who aren't new here already know this, but I was actually an educator. And I have a whole video where I talk about education and why I left. But I was actually a high school science and special education teacher for almost a decade, while also being a content creator on the side. Literally started the same year, published my blog and YouTube channel the same year that I became a teacher. And in 2019, I decided that it was time for me to choose me. And so, because I was just way too burnt out trying to do both while being a parent. And so I became a full-time content creator. And honestly, it's one of the best decisions I've made till date. Like, when you tell God what you want, when you're obedient to him, when you place it in his hands, he will make it happen. If he doesn't say yes, he'll get you something better. So I can do a whole video just talking about my testimony and how I got to where I am right now as a content creator, running my business. But I couldn't be where I am without God. Like, he has just been so good to me, and I'm so grateful. And I'm so grateful for you guys. Literally, just giving you an example of my YouTube journey, it took me 8 years, 2012 to 2020, to get 21,000 subscribers. And it took me less than a year to go from 21,000 to 100. The same value, I had been delivering that year after year. I had been showing up 3 a.m. in the morning, filming videos, having to get up at 6 a.m. to get to work, drop my son off at daycare. Like, I had been doing all those things. And it wasn't until I went to God and I was like, God, look at how much work I'm putting into this. And he came through for me. So, if you have a passion, if you have something in your heart that you have been wanting to do, first of all, delay is not denial, number one. And number two, give it to God and see what he does with it. All right, that's my little spiel on content creation. Let's see. Venicia, I already answered that question about me being Nigerian. I don't know if you missed that. Let's see. Love your video. Hey, Simply Boo. Hi. Hey, Simply, my pet. I appreciate you. BB says, hi, Chichi, you're so fabulous. Oh, thank you. Love your confidence in videos. Simply, appreciate you, girl. Share. We need all the love. We need all of it. I'm so humbled every time I get an email or every time I get a DM on Instagram where one of you is talking about how my videos have impacted you, how it's helping you, with your style, how it's helping you with your confidence. It really means the world to me, because that is why I do what I do. So I could not be where I am or do what I do without your engagement, without your support, and just know how much I appreciate it. I hope I'm still live, child. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Are we on? Okay, yeah. All right, let's see. All right, so a couple more questions from the Q&A. It says, what is your favorite song at the moment? Ooh, that's hard. My favorite song at the moment. I have a couple of songs that I'm loving right now right off the top of my head. The Fourth Man by Bethel Music. I'm obsessed with it. It goes something like, you're the fourth man in the fire. So it's talking about that story in the Bible where Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were thrown into the fire, and there was a fourth man, and how even in the fire they weren't burned. Even in the fire, God still reigned supreme. I love that song. There's another song by the Maverick City group. It's called Still Holy, and it says you're above it all. You're still sovereign. I'm just obsessed with that song right now. Those two songs, actually there's more than that, but those two songs, and there's Make Me a Vessel. I don't know if that's the name of it, but the Maverick City crew, we sang that song. It's an oldie. Those are my songs right now, okay? The next question is my favorite book. I would say my favorite book was the last book I read. Okay, and that is the Wahala book. I can't remember who the author is, but it's called Wahala. Right now, I used to love reading growing up. Right now, I pretty much just listen to them as audiobooks, like right before I go to bed or while I'm working. In that Wahala book, I've just been really into Nigerian books. I guess maybe I'm missing home. The Wahala book was really great. It's about this crazy friend who does some crazy things. Definitely worth reading, okay? Especially if you've had some crazy interactions with people who were supposed to be your friend. Another book that I really liked was called Zikora, and it's by Chimamanda. I'm not ruining her last name, but I think Chimamanda is her first name, and it's like a little short, and I loved it. And it talks about this woman who becomes a single, whose boyfriend leaves her, and she basically becomes like a baby mom's, and all of the stigma and the heartache that she has to deal with her mom because she didn't get married, her husband wasn't with her, etc., etc. So it's a really good short as well. And let's see. Next question is, do you speak other languages? I do. I speak English, and I speak my native tongue called Igbo. So I speak that as well. And then next question is, if money didn't matter, what would you spend your time doing? What I'm currently doing right now. Okay, although it would be a lot easier because there would be less financial pressure around it. Like, if money was no issue, I could hire a full team of people to help. One of the hardest things about being a content creator and just a small business owner is having quality help. Don't let the internets fool you. If you want to make this a business, it's not a solo person business. You need people. And so if money was no option, I would be doing this, but I would have a lot more people doing this with me. Even right now, I'm looking for an editor, so that's how it is. Let's see. Okay, so many questions. So somebody asked me if I'm married. Yes, I am married. I don't talk about my personal life like that online. I know. But I just feel like some things, I'm getting more comfortable sharing my life. Like when I first started this, I didn't share my life at all. But I kind of try to keep certain things close to my chest and certain things private. And you have to understand that, right? I see so many influencers share their whole entire lives online, and when things happen, like the audience feels like they deserve, when things happen, people are invested in your personal life and they feel like they deserve an explanation. They want to know why, right? But there's only so much that people share on the internet. And although you may think, oh my God, these people were perfect, what happened? You don't know what happens when the cameras are off. So I definitely try to keep certain things about my life personal, and one of those things that I'm currently and still keeping personal is that side of my life. Ooh, child. Okay, so we're trying to wrap this up. Okay, because we've been talking for a minute. Let's see. All right. BB says, what's your favorite Nigerian food? My favorite Nigerian food is... Ooh, that's a good question. What's my favorite Nigerian food? I like yam. But I don't know if it's my favorite. I think it's the thing that I like that I eat the least. I like Nigerian snacks. So if I was off the top of my head, I would say my favorite Nigerian food is shawarma, which is really not even, which is not Nigerian. It's actually like Lebanese or something. So suya, shawarma, I love snacks. But if it was like a concrete meal, I would say right now it's gonna be yam. That's what I'm really loving right now. Yes, Simply Moped said the name of the book I was talking about is Wahala by Nikki May. That's the name of the book. Monica W. Oh, Ty So Fly. Okay, girl. I can spend a whole live talking about my favorite beauty products. But if you want all of the tea, like I said earlier in the video, check out my Like to Know It. It's linked underneath this video under Shop My Looks, and I have all of my beauty favorites. If you don't want to download the app, jump on over to my blog. I have multiple multiple blog posts on my beauty favorites. So my favorite foundation, my favorite blush, mascara, all those good things, all of that is on my blog. As a darker skinned black girl, it kind of took me a long time to get into my makeup game just because we didn't really have any drugstore options like that a decade ago. You know, we didn't really have color options. Like it was like MAC, okay, basically, until like Fenty came and changed the game. You know, so I have all of that linked in on my blog and on my Like to Know It for you as well. Right now, I will say my current favorite foundation. There's kind of a tie. It's a tie between the NARS foundation. I think it's the Radiant foundation, and then Armani. Those are the two foundations I'm loving, and this is why I say check my blog, because I know how to do my makeup, okay, so I can look presentable. At least I think I do. But like I don't be knowing all the, I don't be focused on the details like that, like I do when it comes to fashion. So if you check my blog, all that information will be there for you. Simply Moped says, do you have an editor? I had an editor. I fired them recently. Oh God, I feel bad for like saying this all out loud like that, but I had an editor. It wasn't really working out, and I had to let my editor go, and so it's been fun. Let me put it that way. Okay, so I will write in the description of this video the name of the books that I'm loving and the name of the song, the songs that I'm loving in the description of this video as well. And like I some of you may have missed it, but I said all of this information that we're talking about in this video, I will make sure to recap everything in the description of the live after I repost it. It takes YouTube a couple of hours, but it will be there for you. And special thanks to everybody who's hit the like button. I really appreciate it, y'all. It really does help bring more people into the live. So thank you so much. All right, so I'm going to answer the last couple of questions, and then we're going to wrap things up. I didn't even finish all the Q&A questions, so you know what? We'll save it for the next live, okay? All right, so Kiki, okay, I answered that. Venicia Olivia, what place in Nigeria would you recommend for vacation and travel? For Nigeria, I would say hit start with Abuja first, so you can kind of get acclimated with what Nigeria is like, but make sure you check out Lagos. Like, you can't really do Nigeria without going to Lagos, because like that's like the cosmopolitan, capital of West Africa, if not Africa. I do say so myself because I'm biased. But anyways, check out Lagos, Lagos. But I would start with Abuja, because flying in and out of Nigeria, in my opinion, is a lot more seamless in Abuja. So I would start with Abuja, maybe spend like a day or two, then fly to Lagos. That's where they have all the things. It's an island city, so you have beach, you have shopping, You have all the arts and craft. You have nightlife. If you're into that, like Nigerians, one thing we know how to do is party. You have you have all of that in Nigeria. But to me, in my opinion, if you want to get the best, experience out of going to Nigeria, at least for the first time, go with someone who's actually Nigerian. That would be my recommendation. Let's see. BB said Nigerian shawarma be hitting. Erica Green says, I love yam porridge and coconut rice. The shawarma is lovely. Yes, Erica, you a girl after my own heart. You a girl after my own heart. Sharon. Hey, Sharon, welcome to the chat. Anyways, y'all, I did not expect the chat to run this long, but it did, and I have really appreciated, just chatting with you guys getting to know me. We'll definitely do more of these lives going forward. So if you have any questions that you didn't ask today or that I missed today, definitely let me know. I have a post in the community tab where I said to write any of the questions you had there. So make sure you write it there, because when we're doing the next, Q&A, I will be sure to cover those questions as well. If there's anything you want to see on this channel, I know somebody said they wanted me to do a video on bigger arms. So I'm noting that down. If there's any kind of content you want to see on this channel, leave them in the chat right now. Okay, what kind of content do you want to see? And what kind of content are you currently loving that you want me to continue to make more of? Because one of the things that I'm currently doing is really just evaluating what content is resonating with you guys, what content you guys are loving, so I can continue to make more of it, and what content we need to kind of sunset as well. So your feedback really means a lot to me. Your engagement really means a lot to me. With that said, if you haven't seen our Outfits of the Week video, go check it out. That's the latest video. Check it out after this video. Show it some love. Drop some comments. Let me know your thoughts on the series. If there's anything you think we could be doing better, let me know. I welcome constructive criticism. So don't ever think that I'm that type of girl that won't take constructive criticism. And then, if you really want the full tea on everything that's going on, if you like my fashions, if you like my makeup, if you like my wigs, because I always get questions about my wigs, make sure you're following me on Instagram, and I'd like to know it. Because I feel like that's where you get the whole, the whole meat, if that makes any sense. I'm also on TikTok now, y'all. All the platforms. And I try to give different things on different platforms. And it's a full-time job. Okay? So definitely I appreciate all of your love and all of your support. If you like what we're doing on this channel, share it with your friends. Be like, are you following Chi Chi on Instagram? Are you following Chi Chi on YouTube? It really means the world to me. Anyways, hey, something fierce girl. We about to wrap up. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure, Venicia, Fat Fierce and Over 50. Simply Mopay, definitely see you on IG. Bye, ladies. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Bye, Beverly. I'm so glad you loved it. Bye, 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 bye. You can always leave all of your comments, feedback, all that good stuff in the comments of this video. See y'all. Have a wonderful week, like a great week ahead.